So, what is ecology?
For me, ecology means life. It's why we exist, where we live, and what do we breathe.
The way of life.
It's learning how people and nature can live together.
Ecology is nature's balance, our shared responsibility to protect what sustains us.
The soul of our planet.
Clean water and clean air.
It's a shared responsibility.
It's a way of life
And nature. Clean air.
It is future.
Ecology for me is how us humans connect with plants and animals and nature.
Ecology for me is preserving plants, animals, and nature.
It's respect for everything that surrounds us.
Fresh airs, a green forest,
and a healthy planet where everyone can thrive.
It's everyone's duty.
environmental protection.
Caring for the environment, for animals and plants.
For creatures.
But let's take a deep look at what ecology means today and how it's being affected right now. The ongoing war in Ukraine has brought devastating effects not only to its people but also to the environment. Too many of these consequences remain unseen. The war is silently poisoning the air we breathe, contaminating water sources and retaining lives across the nation. This documentary reveals these hidden impacts and offers a message of hope. Even amidst destruction, nature and communities can recover and rebuild together.
The destructive force of missile strikes, fires at industrial sites, and damaged power plants has released massive amounts of harmful substances into the atmosphere. Toxic metals such as lead and mercury, radioactive particles, fine soot, and vast volumes of carbon dioxide are now in the air we breathe. These pollutants do not simply disappear. They settle on soils, wash into rivers and lakes, and enter the food chain, creating hazards that will persist for decades. Similar to the catastrophic aftermath of the Chernobyl disaster, these environmental threats can affect human health on a massive scale, increasing respiratory illness, poisoning water supplies, and degrading vital ecosystems necessary for survival. Experts from the United Nations Environmental Programme have been monitoring these impacts since 2022. Satellite imagery and air quality data collected by NASA confirm alarming spikes in carbon emissions and particulate matter, small airborne particles harmful to health.
The radioactive risks are especially troubling. Decades after the Chernobyl disaster, its shadow still looms over Ukraine. Damage to sarcophages surrounding the nuclear reactor, exacerbated by military activities, threatens to release additional radiation. Experts warn that the current war introduces new radioactive contamination zones, risking a second wave of long-term environmental and health crises. Here's what one of our guests shared with us.
Constant missile attacks poison our soil and destroy ecosystems, but that's nothing compared to the tragedies that have affected our water and air. The destruction of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant flooded many towns and drained the reservoir, leaving thousands without clean water and harming countless species. At the same time, the damage to the sarcophagus over the Chernobyl nuclear power plant caused radiation leaks into the atmosphere. These are not only environmental crimes, they are wounds on the land we call home.
Leading ecologists describe how ongoing monitoring reveals rising toxic burdens in air and soil, which directly threaten biodiversity and human health. Volunteers on the ground participate in efforts to clean contaminated areas, plant trees, and rehabilitate water bodies, showing the power of community action. Government officials emphasize the importance of coordinated environmental recovery efforts. The Green Recovery Ukraine initiative stands as a beacon of hope, uniting scientific, governmental, and civic sectors to restore Ukraine's natural heritage.
Despite the scale of destruction, small acts of restoration multiply across the country, from organized tree planting campaigns to educational programs aimed at younger generations. Ukraine is rebuilding its ecosystem and inspires global cooperation. This documentary itself acts as a tool to spread awareness and encourage eco-conscious action.